What's up? It's your favorite attorney, Attorney Allie Booker. Welcome to Order in the Court. You already know what time it is, how this works. You send me an email, okay? I bring you to the court of my public opinion. Now, you're not going to look at this as legal advice because I don't represent you, but I will give you my honest opinion. Without further ado, let's move forward and let's get this crack-a-lackin' order in the court. Can I sue a plasma center for sending false information that I have an STD? I got checked with multiple places and I was negative. The information was given to me and it made my wife, mother, and mother-in-law think that I slept with somebody else, got an STD. I then got a check by an infectious disease doctor and I was negative. I'm upset because of the false information that was sent to my home. Can I sue the employees there? They seemed like they didn't care about their job. One employee had so many customers and I believe that that's why they got it wrong. Please help. Bring it to the court of our public opinion. We already know that there are faulty, and I'm going to bring it back again, faulty test results. Okay? We know that agencies have to make sure that they maintain things in the proper order, and it has to be done according to industry standard. There has to always be a chain of custody for any individual's plasma or body fluid that is given to a medical servicing company. There are times when different medical providers may cross-relate information, and that may cause you to have an erroneous result. At the end of the day, we have to make sure that what they did was negligent. Just getting something wrong doesn't necessarily ordinarily make an individual negligent unless they were doing something like not paying attention to customers and falling beneath industry standard. And as a result, that is why the test came back improper. Without knowing the chain of custody of your test results or knowing exactly how this facility operates, it's hard for me to tell you that you should just go ahead and sue them. But I will say this. If you can prove that you did not have issues or the issues that they described on or about that time, and you can prove that they fell below the industry standard when they were taking your test results or servicing you, absolutely you can sue them. Because one of the issues is that you went to them for a service and they provided that service. Another issue is that you did tell them that they could send those test results to your home. A lot of the times when you're going to get testing done or you're going to give plasma, etc., it's best that you do not allow them to mail your results to your home. You should always ask that these results be picked up at the doctor or be gotten from the facility, which you can notate on the forms when you fill them out. However, if your wife has power of attorney, medical power of attorney, or is an authorized individual on your medical account, he or she may still get those test results and may still act according to an erroneous reading. It's unfortunate because there have been a few deaths and a few crimes that have transpired over the past 2 to 3 months that I've seen in the news, whereby these facilities have issued faulty test results to people and people have acted on the premise that those test results were not erroneous. It's caused them to either seriously injure, maim, or even kill their spouse or loved one. There are many people that are facing charges right now due to this issue. I do believe, sir, that if you don't do anything else, you need to file a complaint within that agency on everybody that was tied to your test result so that you're able to find out how this occurred. If they fell below the standard of care due to you, then yes, you do need to do something. However, we know that anytime we sue somebody, we need damages. So you're going to need to have some sort of damages. I don't know what your wife did to you. I don't know if it was emotional issues. I don't know if you suffered increased medical expenses because you were told that you had this medical issue and that you really did not have. But you also need to make sure that you have damages and that they rise to the level of you filing a case. Because if the damages are what we call de minimis, although it may rise to the level of liability on part of the medical service provider, we may not get compensation. Next case.
Biggest time I made that call. I'm locked up and facing charges. Who gon' fight these cases for me? I call Booker Law Firm. They got the job done. They were right there for me.
For more information, contact the Booker Law Firm at 713-292-2225.